Hatha Yoga for beginners. If you're new to Hatha Yoga, it can be difficult to know how to begin. Here, you'll learn about child's pose, bridge pose, and locust pose. Eventually, you'll get to a peak pose, but this won't be the focus of your class. You'll also learn about meditation. Bridge pose. Bridge pose is a basic Hatha Yoga asana that works the chest, neck, spine, and hips. To perform this pose, begin by kneeling on the floor, then push your hips upward and your legs and arms out. To complete the pose, relax and focus on your breathing. You should hold the pose for 30 minutes 60 seconds. This pose can be a challenging but essential part of your yoga practice. It helps to relieve stress and focus your attention inward. While you may be tempted to hold this pose for several minutes, remember that the goal is to stay in one place for a long period of time. Bridge pose improves core strength, lengthens the spine, and stimulates the thyroid gland. It also works on the hamstrings and lower back. You should hold a block to support your lower back and use your leg muscles to support the pose. It is an excellent prerequisite for back bends and is great for building strength in the lower body. The bridge pose is a challenging back bend that strengthens the back and stretches the front body. Begin by lying on your back and placing your feet hip width apart. Make sure to align the spine and neck to get into the best position. In this way, you will develop strength in the back and reduce your chances of back injury. Whether you're a beginner or advanced, this asana can help you achieve balance and flexibility. Even a short practice will help your body achieve the right balance and improve strength. You can even practice it for 15 minutes a day and find it beneficial to your daily routine. This asana will improve your posture and improve the circulation in your heart. Practice regularly, this asana can improve your blood pressure and reduce headaches. It also strengthens the muscles surrounding your torso. As a bonus, you'll notice a reduction in anxiety and stress. There are literally thousands of variations of this yoga pose. It's important to choose the right pose and sequence in your yoga class to maximize the benefits. Beginners can begin by practicing this basic asana and building up their core strength. As your practice progresses, you can advance to more difficult and advanced poses. Ultimately, Hatha Yoga helps you align your system with the cosmos. It strengthens the muscles and prepares your mind for meditation. Afterwards, you can sit quietly in a quiet place and experience the true essence of yoga. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced practitioner, Hatha Yoga can benefit your mind and body and lead to a peaceful inner spirituality. Child's pose. Child's pose is a restorative and rejuvenating posture. Although it may be easy to perform, a proper alignment is essential for the pose to be effective. For example, it helps stretch tight hamstrings. It is most commonly performed in staff pose, with the left knee bent and the foot touching the inner thigh. Child's pose helps center the mind and soothe the nervous system. It also relieves neck and back pain. It also helps stimulate the digestive and elimination processes. It is not recommended for people with knee problems or pregnant women. As with any pose, child pose should be practiced with the correct breathing pattern. Child's pose can also be included into more advanced yoga sequences. It helps beginners slow their breathing and recalibrate their bodies. Beginner yoga students can easily become overwhelmed by more difficult flows. If this happens, many yoga teachers will recommend that students return to Balasana whenever they feel overwhelmed or need a break. Child's pose is one of the most basic and foundational poses in Hatha Yoga. It helps reduce fatigue and improves blood circulation throughout the body. It also stretches the muscles around the knees. Inversion of the upper body is an essential part of this foundational pose. To achieve this, participants must form a table-like structure with their arms and legs. To begin, the torso must be upright and gazing forward. The back, side, and front bodies should be stretched. The right shoulder should be turned to the right. Inhalation should lengthen the spine and exhalation should extend the upper body toward the floor. The hands should be wide and stacked, while the head should rest on the back of the hands. If you feel uncomfortable in child's pose, you can add a yoga block or blanket on the floor to make the position more comfortable. Adding a yoga bolster or yoga block to the floor will allow your chest to expand a little more. Using a yoga bolster can also help if you have stiff hips or ankles. Child's pose is an ideal pose for beginners. It helps stretch the back, hip, and arm muscles while calming the nervous system. Practicing this posture will help you relax and improve the quality of your sleep. If you are pregnant, you should consult your doctor before practicing this posture. When practicing child's pose in Hatha Yoga, you may be able to sit for longer periods of time. This basic seated posture is one of the 15 original Hatha Yoga asanas. Its Sanskrit name is Bhadra. For beginners, it is important to keep your spine straight and your hands on your knees. The child's pose in Hatha Yoga is a great posture for beginners. Because it does not require a lot of flexibility, it is an excellent choice for beginner yoga. Locust pose. Locust pose is a powerful, foundational pose that improves posture and balance. It strengthens the lower back and helps counter the effects of sitting or computer work, which can result in slouching and kyphosis. Beginners should start in the locust pose on their belly, with feet together and hands reaching back. Lift the legs up while keeping your chest and head raised off the floor. While lowering the arms, make sure the wrists are as close together as possible. Locust pose is especially challenging for the lower back muscles, but is also great for stretching the midsection. It also improves breathing and helps relieve mental fatigue. To begin this pose, you should lie on your stomach on the floor. Place your hands beside your body, extending your arms. Then roll your thighs inward while pressing your pubic bone into the floor. Locust pose improves circulation, strengthens the thighs and hips, regulates the acid-base balance, and massages internal organs. It is one of the most important beginner poses in Hatha Yoga. To practice it, lie on your yoga mat. Stay in the position for about 2 to 3 minutes. Beginners should avoid attempting this pose without a yoga instructor. Although it requires no advanced training, it will help improve stability in your life and increase the circulation of blood throughout your body. It is ideal for those who wish to stretch their legs before moving on to more advanced poses. As with all beginner poses, locust pose requires a strong core and a flexible spine. It is also important to focus on proper posture and breathe properly. If you can do this correctly, this pose can help you avoid many common injuries, such as back pain, headaches, and sinus infections. Locust pose helps your body to align with the cosmos. The sun and the moon are two main energy sources in your body, and balancing these two energies will help you achieve balance and alignment. The balanced body will help you to achieve the highest consciousness level. Locust pose is a hip-opening, back-bending yoga pose that will improve posture. It also helps to lengthen the spine. Locust pose develops the quadriceps, gluteal muscles, and abdominal muscles. It will also strengthen your ankles and foot arches. It will also open up your chest and improve your breathing capacity. We hope you enjoyed the video and ask that you subscribe to the channel and our newsletter in the description below. Also, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. The best way to get started with yoga is to find a class near you and attend a few times. While most classes are oriented towards beginners, you'll likely have a few poses that feel awkward or challenging at first. You might also feel embarrassed or out of place at first, but everyone else in class has felt that way at some point too. Just go at your own pace and remember that everyone else is just as nervous as you are. In fact, some of the most common questions asked in yoga classes are, am I doing this right? And how do I do this pose? Here are some tips to help you get started with yoga. 1. Wear comfortable clothing that doesn't restrict movement. 2. Try not to worry too much about how you look, as most people in class are focused on themselves and their own practice rather than your form or appearance. 3. Don't be afraid of asking questions if something confuses you. Many instructors welcome questions from beginning students because they know it will help them feel more comfortable in class later on. In general, the purpose of yoga is to keep your body strong and healthy, your mind focused and balanced, and your spirit calm and peaceful. Yoga is a great way to relax and distress after a long day at work, or just get the blood flowing in your body before starting off your morning. It can also be used as an effective form of exercise if you are looking for something more than just stretching. If you have never tried yoga before, it is important to find a studio that is right for you. This may mean looking into different types of classes, such as hot yoga or vinyasa flow, or even different studios and instructors in your area. It can also be beneficial to try out a few different classes before deciding on one that works best with your schedule and goals. If you are just looking for a quick way to stretch out your muscles, trying yoga at home may be a good option. There are many different types of yoga available through DVDs or online videos, which can provide options for beginners and more advanced practitioners. For most people, the main reason for practicing yoga is to maintain or improve their health. These are known as Hatha Yoga poses as they are designed to help with everyday bodily pains or aches. There are many other types of yoga that focus on spiritual enlightenment or relaxation rather than exercise or health benefits. Yoga is a great way to relax and distress after a long day at work, or just get the blood flowing in your body before starting off your morning. It can also be used as an effective form of exercise if you are looking for something more than just stretching. For most people, the main reason for practicing yoga is to maintain or improve their health. In all matters, we wish you well and welcome you back for our next video. Until then, be well.